American battery metals, global battery metals, sun hydrogen stocks update. We'll begin with American battery metals. American battery metals closed for that session, which is the 24th of February 2021 at $2.865, and I believe the volume of shares traded, which is about you can see the 6.5 million. As at the time the market closed, probably the value of that was about $18.64 million, I believe, something like that. Yes, or probably less. And we have to point out that we have a position in American battery metals. It has a market cap of $1.5 billion, 527.465 million shares outstanding. And some time ago we had some increase in the short interest on American battery metals. So let's update ourselves on that. So we have a short interest of 4.017 million shares, so that is not up to 1% of the shares sold short, so that is not anything major as such. So it doesn't spot any current news at the moment. The last piece of news concerning it was on the 16th of February 2021, and you can see that technically it appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend, although its MACD is presently below the signal line. Yes, you can see that this blue line is below that orange line. Shares remain 342.1% above an upward sloping moving 200-day moving average. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it outperforms the S&P 500. So we can see that for sure it is definitely correcting. We can see that even though of late it just added some it's gained 12% obviously from that last session, from the session of the 24th. So yes, it gained 12%. So but only one day enough may not be enough to bring it out from that correction mode. It is definitely correcting. And then we'll go on and look at its momentum as well. It has low momentum. Definitely it is waning, indicating that market participants are beginning to put okay, it's improving. Okay, that's what it's saying here. The slow stochastic oscillator is rising. Okay, but it's rising at the same time as well. It's well, evidently we can see that it is rising. Yes. Let's see if we can enlarge this. It is rising, but yeah, we have to give it to, yes, we have to, yeah, it's rising. Yes, it's improving. Yeah. The unbalanced volume indicator is positive, and the slope, it's quite bullish, and the slope of the indicator is positive, and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. And then it has is according to stockinvest.us, there's a good chance that it can gain up to 370% within the next 50 to 60 trading sessions, and there's a 90% probability that it can trade between $12.29 and $26.44. So if all of that comes through, that'll be good for those who are there already. So but in any case, that is just a speculation, and we have also been able to determine a few retracement and advancement levels for ABML. So for assuming you enter the stock at $4.03 on the 2nd of February, $4.03, that will be somewhere here. 2nd of February, that's it. Yes, he entered the stock at that price, and then it dropped down to 364 sometime on the 17th of February, sometime 17th, yes, 364, somewhere up there. Yeah, a bit further up, yes, 364, yes, exactly, somewhere there. So in any case, yes, it dropped to 364, and then using this price of $4.03 and 3.64, we determined that extension levels at this $2.85 will be $3.11, $3.11, somewhere around there. This will bring it to its 61.8% extension level, and then up to $3.25, $3.26 will bring it up to its 100% extension level from this closing price of $2.87. But if he were to retrace, the next retracement level will bring it down to these are natural retracement levels. Will bring it down to $2.77. $2.77 will be exactly there. That will be the natural retracement level of 23.6, and then the next natural retracement level will be the 38.2%, which will bring it down to $2.72, absolutely there, $2.72. The next one will be the 50% retracement level to bring it down to roughly $2.70, yeah, somewhere there, $2.70, absolutely there. So that will be the 50% retracement level, and then the 61.8 retracement level bring it down to $2.62, just somewhere above there, so $2.62, got it there, that's it. So, but in any case though, American Battery Metals, for those who are keen on the stock, it's definitely trading at a discount to its 10-day trend lines. We can evidently see that, in the short term it's a buy for sure, and yeah, it's definitely correcting, and it has been high up there before, so it's presenting a buying opportunity. And the last this 12% gain would definitely be deemed as a good buying opportunity from the perspective of certain market participants, because of the fact that it is now its current position has agreed with certain market participants. The fact that it's trading below at a discount to its short-term trend lines, and also appreciating in value. So for certain market participants, that's a very good buy signal, in the short term. So if you want to get involved with American Battery Metals, by all means, these are very risky stocks. You can even see that it is speculated that they can gain up to 370%. The reverse could also be the case. So you want to get involved. It's a small amount of money. Nothing. I would never suggest anything more than $100 in this, so that if it begins to decline, if the broader market malaise begins to affect it, you don't need to worry, because you only put in is only $100, and if you go wrong with $100, you can still move on. So this brings us to Global Battery Metals. Unfortunately, we have to do this the tough way, because we are running a lot of softwares on this machine. It slows it down, so just bear with us while we load up the chart for American Battery Metals, Global Battery Metals. Yeah, always just be careful about how much you're investing. The good thing about that is also that as you can imagine, you're not losing a lot of money, and then it also gives you the chance to get in gain if the stock depreciates. If it loses value, you can load up more. So that's why, amongst other things, it's good to just get in there with a small amount of money, and go there gradually and observe what's going on. So American Battery Metals obviously is definitely spotting buy signal, and then like I said, also it's appreciating, from a discounted point from its short-term trend line. So yes, it's the opinions of two opposing sides, it has been met by that sort of position that it is in. So we are currently experiencing, quite slow. Sorry about that. Okay. So global battery metals closed that session up 1.2%, and a volume of 279,000 shares were traded. The value of that was probably close to 542,830, and it has a market cap of $38.9 million. And technically speaking, it appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend, although its MACD is below the signal line. We can clearly see that. Shares remain 368.9% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that it is outperforming the S&P 500 index. So we can evidently see that. You can see that it's it's correcting within a longer term bullish trend line. That's the longer term trend line. That's this yellow one down there. That's a 200-day trend line. So we can also see that momentum is also tipping over. It is losing momentum, and might be that there's a lack of interest. Yes, momentum for global battery metals is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is falling as investors sell shares and drive the price lower. The volume of the 24th of February 2021 is 279,555 shares. It's in line with the norm of 304,945, the daily average during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that the longer term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure by traders. Let's have a look. Yes, the unbalanced indicator. Yes, it's not as strong as it was before. So for this stock, it's expected to gain about 130% in the next 50 to 60 trading sessions. Of course, that's a speculation. It's speculated that it can gain up to that within that session, and then there's also 90% probability that it will trade between $1 and $3.90. So during that period as well, it's expected that it can trade between $1 and $3.90, but $3.90 is not in this scale right now. So it hasn't really reached there before, ever. And then as regards its retracement analysis, assuming you entered the stock on the 8th of February, which will be at a price of $1.52. So at this point, $1.52. Assuming you bought the stock, you assume that after this rally, it was going to go further up. It was going to extend further, but you were disappointed by that, or rather, Okay, assuming you enter the stock on the 5th of February. On the 5th of February, yes, the 5th is there, exactly. Assuming you were very wise, and after I had pulled back a bit, you enter the stock at 75 cents, and then it's doubled all the way, more than doubled, up to $1.52 later on the on Monday, which was the 8th of February. And then taking those two price points, we can determine the extension level at this closing price of 0.67. So we have been able to determine that the extension level, the next natural extension level, which will be the 61% extension level, will bring it up to $1.14, exactly, somewhere there, $1.146, or roughly $1.15. And then a 100% extension level will bring it all the way up here, $1.44. I mean, this leaps we're seeing is because of the fact that we are using very high. We're using a very high range, which is between 0.75 and 1.52. I mean, this is what happened naturally, and we can always indeed use in much narrower range, but it's just an arbitrary analysis. So if it were to retrace from this 0.6%, $0.67, so the next natural retracement level will bring it down to 0.448. So you can see also that it's also the reverse is also the case. Our analysis, our outcomes are also huge. You can see bring it down to 0.448, call it 0.49. So this is where the next natural retracement level from that 0.67 will be based on the prices we used and based on that range. And then the next natural retracement level, which will be the 38.2%, will bring it down to 0.375, call it roughly 0.38, somewhere here, 0.38, yes. And then the next one will be that will be this 61.8. Okay, that 50% retracement level will bring it down to 0.285, or rather 0.29, exactly, somewhere there. So the next one, the 61.8%, will bring it down roughly 0.19. So we're looking at very high volatility here. But this is also based on the fact that the stock, it's also quite volatile as well. So it's expected that you will have such sort of retracements and extensions, given its volatility as well. But we also noticed as well in the last session, it didn't. You can see there's a very narrow extension, right? Yes, it gained only 1.2%. Very, very narrow, quite unusual for the stock. So it may also be an indication that the stock is also slowing down a bit and moving sideways, consolidating, and all that stuff. So technically speaking as well, it's also just like American Battery Metals. It's a stock that has it's bringing together two opposing sides. It's as it regards sentiments and opinions. It's a stock that is gradually advancing from a discounted point. So it's advancing from this price, which is at a discount to its short-term trend line. So technically, in the very short term, it is indicating a buy signal. But at the same time as well, some might still maintain that it is not a buy. It is indicating a sell signal. The fact that it is trading below its short-term trend lines. But we see it as a buy signal. Why would you want to buy a stock that is trading at a premium, unless other factors have been satisfied in your own opinion. But in this case, we can see that it's at a discount. Why not? Who wouldn't want a discount? That's what's going on here. And then so in the short term, technically, yes, and amongst other things as well, this is a stock that is also in the lithium ions, the lithium space. We can see a lot of market participants are drumming up the notion that this could possibly be the next American battery metals, and then going by that, we have also seen there's a speculation that it could trade between $1 and $3.90, and then within the next 60 to 50 to 60 trading sessions. And we're talking about if it gets up to that, maybe something, at least the market cap would be somewhere close to let's say maybe $110 million. But what is also certain is that when people are looking at the market cap of American battery metals, and they're looking at the market cap of global battery metals, there's a chance that they want to get involved with the American battery metals. So there's a good chance that it's going to draw a lot of sympathy from American battery metals. It has become a lot more expensive. So yeah, any day, any time, if you want to get into the stock, just do so with only a small amount of money. These are and this and the other stocks we've been covering on this channel, a lot of them are highly volatile. Just be careful, not with a lot of money. That's my advice on that. Okay, so while we're still at it, let's load up Sun Hydrogen. So yes, talk is talk also, it tends to also attract effort. Where the mind is where effort will go. So market participants already are talking about transforming this to the next American battery metal. So it's where the mind is, and the more they talk about it, there's a good chance that this will be what they may do, and if they put their money there, it will go there. So we just have to keep observing, keep watching, and seeing how it goes with global battery metals, and yeah. So just bear with us while we load this. We normally don't do this. We normally open all the pages while we before we come up on to record the video, but unfortunately we didn't do that. So we just have to wait for the next summary page to load. Unfortunately, it's coming up. Sun Hydrogen. Okay, Sun Hydrogen closed that session at $0.135, and the volume of 44.9 million shares were traded. So that will probably bring its value to around 5 million or thereabout, $5 million. So that's that volume is also below our average, and we have a position in Sun Hydrogen. It has a market cap of $407.9 million. 3 billion shares are outstanding. Yes, it also let's see if we can find its short interests. Okay, short interest increased by 37%. Its current figure is 16.316. It will take 0.2 days to cover, so not a lot. 16.36 million shares. So yes, it's not handy at all, And then we have that we have a few disclosures here that came out on the 22nd, a few days ago, so it's not exactly that fresh. And technically, we can see that it appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend, although its MACD is presently below the signal line. Shares remain 110% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Okay, so we can evidently see that it is correcting within a longer term bullish trend line, because that's the bullish trend line, that yellow one, the 200-day trend line. And then I believe the momentum for sun hydrogen is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Yes, we can see that, but at the same time, I think also it's also gradually improving, even though it is below that exactly. You can see that that's the blue line. The blue line it's in the oversold territory, but while it is in there, it has also improved as well. So the unbalanced volume indicator, I believe, will be that volume, the volume of that day obviously was 44.926 million shares versus an average of 33.911 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish. The slope of the indicator is negative and suggests that buyers have lost their interests. We can see that this is negative. So the slope of the indicator is negative. Yes, yeah, and technically, it's has a probability that it can trade between 0.25, a 90% probability that it can trade between $0.25 and $0.68. But we don't have that 0.68 on this scale right now. It hasn't reached there ever. So that's a 60%, 90% probability, but all of that is a speculation. This is it's expected to amass that value. Or trade up to those ranges within the next 50 to 60 trading sessions. So as it concerns extension and retracement levels, we were able to determine that if you entered the stock at $0.24. Where's my cursor? Okay, we're having a hang in here. Okay, where $0.24, 0.24 is gonna be up here. So come on, move. Okay, 0.24. We're somewhere up here on the 8th of February. On the 8th of February, 24th of yeah. Okay, well, in any case though, assuming you entered the stock on the 8th of February at a price of $0.24, and then obviously by the 12th of February it descended down to 0.17, 0.17 on the 12th of February, 0.17 on the 12th of February, not exactly there, but that's 0.127, $0.17 on the 12th of February. So using those 2 points, 0.24 and 0.17, as the high and the low points, we determine that the extension levels from this current price of $0.14 will be 0.183, somewhere there, which will bring it to its 61.8% extension level. So the next one after that will be 100% extension level, exactly there. It will be $0.21. That's the 100% extension level. But if it were to retrace from that level, it will The next retracement level will bring it down to 0.123, somewhere there, $0.123, which will be the 23.6% retracement level, and further down will be the 38.2% retracement level, which will bring it down to 0.113, somewhere there as well, 0.113. And then the 50% retracement level will bring it down to 0.1, exactly somewhere there as well, $0.105. And then the 61.8% retracement level will bring it down to 0.096, yeah, so 0.096. Yes, that will, that will be where it will be, So this stock as well is trading at a discount as well to its short-term, absolutely, even at a discount to its 50-day trend line. All the intermediate and the short-term trend lines, but certain market analysts are calling this stock a sell. They're saying it's exhibiting a sell signal, because of the fact that it is, it's trading below its intermediate trend lines. There's something could be wrong about it, and usually market scalpers and the day traders, they may not see an opportunity here, but we see an opportunity. It's trading at a very good discount at this point. Why would you not want a discount? Why would you want to trade it buy it at the higher price? So for some it is a buy, for us it's a definite buy. For some it's a sell, because the sell signals are for them have been triggered. So yes, indeed, you can understand why it's only roughly 100% above its 200-day trend line, this trend line. So yes, at some point it was higher than that. So if you want to look at it that way, it's descending. Maybe if you're already in the stock, you may want to come out. That's probably what it's indicating. Yes, or that's probably what they're trying to point out if you're in the stock already. But if you're already in the stock, why would you want to take, well, yes, to cut back your losses, you may want to do that. Yes, by all means. But I would say if it's also indicating a sell, it means also buy. Add to the lot you already have. Consolidate what you already have. It's an opportunity to buy. So if it's a sell, it's also a buy. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share if you're a subscriber. Thank you very much for watching this video and pushing our subscriber count past 1,000 and growing. Keep subscribing and keep sharing.